Hi, I'm Kendra Onixxx.
And I'm Gia Ferrari, and you're watching the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 2, Episode 9, BOUview, mama. BOUview. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been 3 whole weeks since we last saw you, and I hope you didn't miss us too much, but we're back.
We definitely missed you.
We definitely did, and I hope you guys enjoyed that bloopers video, which the link will be posted below if you haven't gotten to see it. It is just, you know, us being ridiculous.
It's funny. It's really funny. Gia fucks up a lot.
The season's coming to a close, girl.
I know. It's bittersweet.
It is. Next week is the finale, and then after that, we're actually going to be doing a Q&A. So if you guys want to start sending us your questions, you guys can. You can leave them in the comments below.
And nothing's off limit.
Yeah.
Especially now that the show's over.
Yeah,
so you can ask me anything.
You can ask her anything. You can ask me, you know,
anything.
How did it feel to sit next to Kendra for 10 whole weeks?
And be my best friend. It feels great, right?
I can't see shit out of these contacts, so I'm just looking at an abyss.
Pro. I can see everything.
Mama.
And my same old contacts with my same old look. Right?
This episode today was the Last Supper.
Yes.
And it was so good from start to finish. Absolutely incredible. That opening skit with Meatball.
So funny.
Girl, when she came out, I was like, yes, I live for Meatball. You know,
I like Meatball a lot.
And I love people that are fools.
And she doesn't mind making a fool of herself to make us laugh.
Yeah, it was so funny. And then when Drac threw the knife at her and it went flying, girl, I was on the edge of my seat. Ooh, it was, their acting, let me say, their acting has definitely, it was A+ by the end of the season. It was just like really funny how they chopped her head off and she had like her 50 rolls.
They chopped her off again because that's how she died in the first season.
So they ate her for that Last Supper. How was she?
You know, there was a lot of fat on that.
A little tough to chew through.
The meatball had gristle. Moving
along, the resurrection, when they brought you guys back,
yes.
I was so excited to see everybody back. I thought it was so funny to see, you know, Abora pilot clothes. It really,
with the water in her freaking nose.
Yeah, it really mirrored that season 1 with Pinche. And she was just a powder of ashes. So I really liked that whole, you know, the way they mirror season 1. It was really cool.
Actually, what they didn't show you guys is that Pinche was still down there. So she got a little cameo as well. So Pinche and Meatball were both at the Last Supper.
How was it, you know, going back and seeing, because I know you got eliminated 3rd episode.
Yes.
So at that point, when you showed up and you saw who had been eliminated, what did you think?
I was shook because I definitely thought Dali, Abora, and Disastrina were going to go a lot further. To be honest, I didn't expect to see Dali or Abora down there at all. And I was so shook to see that Dali went home right after me. And then, of course, Abora went home right before the final 3, so she was 4th. And it was shocking to see both of them down there, to be 100% honest. But watching it, they needed to be down there.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense watching it, but just, I know, you know, when you showed up, you had no idea what happened after, you know, after you went home. So, you know, I bet that was, you know, interesting to see.
It was very shocking. I mean, everybody, they said they're kumbayas. We love you. You know, I had a flask because I always have a flask. And, you know, we just partied.
When the Boulet brothers finally got to resurrecting you and they were doing their whole kaflamba.
The ritual.
Girl, that was so extra, but it was so good. It was so funny to me.
It was so long.
I know you fell asleep first episode. Did you fall asleep this
I
episode?
definitely did. I fell asleep so long this time, so sound this time. Because, like, the first episode, you know, I was like, no, this time I was out.
Girl.
Like, I fell asleep so long that I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, did I miss the cue? And then, like, I looked around and everybody was still laying down. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. And it was so cold in there. Poor Disastrina was naked and she was wet. So she was freezing. She was literally shivering as we were laying under the sheets.
Yeah, and I'm surprised you didn't snore because sometimes I sleep over her house next to her and I'm just like, I can't sleep.
Let's get into the drama.
The drama, because there was
it was a lot.
Rama.
It was definitely a lot. We definitely didn't skimp on anything. Like I said, everything that happened in the season was answered. And my biggest question, I guess, was why didn't I make it to the rehearsals? So let me just explain this to all of you guys. You already know, because obviously you were there for everything. So I fractured my leg and I sprained my ankle all in the same time. I'm very, very clumsy, so I get hurt a lot. But this is the worst I've ever been hurt in my whole life. And little does everybody else know that my leg was fractured the whole time I was on the show. Everybody's complaining about their feet hurting, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't let them know, because obviously we have to sign a contract saying that we're in 100% tip-top shape, and I definitely was not. So my leg was broken. I wasn't working. I wasn't getting paid. I had no transportation, and I only had a cell phone. You know what I mean? I could barely, I could walk when I needed to, if that makes sense. The question came up, how many rehearsals did we have? We had officially 2 rehearsals with all 4 of us. How many rehearsals they had behind my back, I don't know. And my whole thing is, if they were stagnant because of me, they definitely didn't look like they were together. Because if they practiced so much, it should have looked like 3 people killing it. Yeah, killing it, like James is single. And then me looking like trash, also disaster single. Bam!
Dang, 2 and 1.
But I mean, you know what I mean? There should have been 3 of them and then me looking like 2 separate things on stage. But it didn't. It looked like 4 separate people
doing their own thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. They were saying, that they supposedly were...
That they were messaging me, that I wasn't responding to messages. That's false. I responded to every single message that I was given. If you don't have to text somebody to give someone the message, and obviously they don't have to respond. You know what I mean? They had to text me. Victoria and Abora both had cars. Nobody offered to come and pick me up. Nobody offered to drive me anywhere. Nobody offered anything. So the simple fact that I missed rehearsals that I didn't know about, of course I missed them. I didn't fucking know about them.
Yeah, and we live in Pomona, which is 45 minutes away from downtown LA. So I know it's not easy to get you to LA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With no car. At a short notice. So, and then when I did show up, like I said, there was nothing on the paper. And the simple fact that they kept dancing around that answer proves the simple fact that we were just the shitty team and they don't want to say we were the shitty team.
So thank you for clearing that up. I mean, I know a lot of people, like, there isn't really the whole story. Because I remember when your leg was broken, it was not easy getting you around.
It wasn't.
And you also weren't working, so you were still also taking gigs.
Yeah, I was still having gigs on a broke leg because I needed
money.
Some way to make money.
Yeah, so I know, it was a tough time.
It was hell. It was the worst time of my life. Like, literally.
Yeah, it was the worst time of my life because I was driving her everywhere.
And I'm just shy of 25, so it was the worst time of my 25 years.
25 years in retirement, right? So real quick, Monique today, girl, she was so messed up tonight. I don't know if she was drunk, high, or all of the above, but...
a little bit of the same. It was a little bit of both.
Us
Dragula girls, we like to party. We do. So, if there's some alcohol, trust and believe, we all go sip on it.
She was a little overboard, but it was funny to watch her, but at the same time, it was kind of a little uncomfortable at times. But,
that's my little orphan Zanny.
Monique, you better work. I still want to party with you.
Monique, what she was trying to convey is that she's already apologized for the situation.
Yeah.
How many times is she going to have to apologize for the same situation before everybody forgives her? She can't go back in time and take it back. She did it. She fucked up. She apologized. Let's move on.
I'll beat your dead horse.
So let's get into the looks with the floor show. Let's start off with the Boulet's first looks with the long silver hair and the black dresses.
They mopped your hair, girl.
Huh.
That's
the hair that I always wear.
She always wears it, so I'm wearing it now. But they looked absolutely... I think their hairline was right.
Oh, yeah.
Girl.
You could not clock their hairline up close. That had to be like... It had to be an Arda wig.
They looked good the whole episode.
They always look good.
Yeah. When they came out and actually walked the runway with their, like...
Oh, the mermaid gowns.
and their pink afro and then the little pink triangle on their chest. They looked stunning.
They looked really, with the little swoop.
Yeah, that's how you do a Last Supper look.
What I will say about the Boulets is they made sure that they shitted on us every episode.
Girl, and they surely did.
they definitely made sure they shitted on us in every episode.
They can do no wrong. They're beautiful.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
Tonight they were just extra gorgeous.
Yes.
Let's start with Felony. So Felony, she was wearing like a jean jacket.
A vest.
Yeah, she had her signature eyeball.
Her hairy ass arms out.
Yeah, and she was like smoking a cig. I thought she looked really cool. Like,
she looked really, really rock.
Yeah.
With her earring that had the middle finger up.
Oh, I love that.
She looked like if she was at your high school, she would definitely be either selling you drugs or on drugs.
Girl, or both. So next up, we have Miss Monique.
Monique Shane.
What did you think of her look?
I actually, once again, Monique's one of the punk girls. So if it's like a punk rock theme, which was the theme, like leather, chains, whips, all that good shit, she's gonna be able to do it no problem.
Yeah.
I didn't like the exposed breastplate.
Me either. That's what I was gonna say.
But her hair was so gorgeous.
Actually, her hair to me just seemed okay.
What?
Yeah.
That's another lace front.
Girl, no, it was
another hairline that you could not clock.
I don't know. It was a good wig, but to me, it didn't read punk.
I loved it.
But,
she was like punk glam.
Okay.
For Monique.
Yeah, I didn't like her breastplate though. I just didn't like how you could just see where it's separated from breast to chest.
Okay.
So I wish she would have had something to cover it up, to, you know, a little
she
more illusion.
She wanted to let the girls play.
I know, but just a little more illusion. It just felt very like you knew it was a breastplate. Like with your titties.
Girl, we know all of us are men and we ain't got no titties.
No, I know that. But you still, you know, you brought the illusion with your titties. You had it covered up under here with some straps. So, I mean, we knew it was a breastplate, but it didn't look like a breastplate. Yeah, next up is Kendra Onixxx. Your look, girl, I absolutely loved your gown. And I'm not just saying that because I'm your sis.
Thank you.
I absolutely loved your gown. This is a Last Supper, and you're being brought back to life, and you're here to show up and show out and say, you shouldn't have sent me home. Look at this. And I feel like that's exactly what you did.
And by the way, this is when we got the call to come back for the Last Supper. This was when I have just started working again. So all the looks that I presented was me not working. So I had to show them a put together look with what I am capable of doing. You know what I mean? Not with what I'm capable of having because people, like my friends, are willing to help me out. Something that Kendra Onixxx is capable of doing. And I feel like that's what I presented, and I presented it well.
You did. That was quintessential Kendra Onixxx. Beautiful, stunning, gray wig.
And actually, it was lavender.
Oh, well.
It wasn't gray. It was lavender. 2 different colors. Look them up. And what I did really, really love, that like they had me walking in slow motion. So you saw the titties jumbling. And then when I turned around, it was very nostalgic of the promo shoot.
Yes, it reminded me of that right away.
It was great. I loved it.
It was good job, Kendra. You looked very beautiful. You did me proud.
Next we have
Dolly. What did you think of her?
She is gorgeous.
She really is.
So gorgeous. And the prosthetic that she made, like, I looked at it up close and I couldn't clock it. Like,
oh my goodness. Wow.
That was cologne. That was cologne.
Ay, Diosito, Santa Maria.
I looked at her prosthetic that she made up close. It was seamless. It was gorgeous.
She looked good. I liked her hair. Her red hair.
Swoop to the side.
Yeah, I mean, she came and, you know, she did the damn thing. She looked good.
Like I said, like I've been saying this whole time, Dali can't paint a bad face.
Yeah, no, she can't.
She can't.
She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
In and out of drag, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh?
What? She is.
Dali, she likes you. And then we have Miss Erica Clash. What did you think about her?
She looked good.
Uh-huh.
I liked her, you know, S&M little ponytail thing going over her face type of thing. I like the blue blood.
Which is definitely signature Erica.
Yeah.
No one from this point on, if they have blue blood, they can't say they didn't copy Erica.
Girl, for real.
Erica's literally the only person I've seen ever with blue blood.
Yeah, that's her thing. And she does it well. She looks, you know, she looked good.
She looked very Erica. I loved it I loved it. Like, she had the, I don't know, what is that thing called?
I don't know, a mouth harness?
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, it's called a headpiece. Is what it is.
It's like a horse bridle? Is that what it's called?
I don't know, girl. I'm Mexican, so I can't pronounce words.
I feel it's a bridle. But it was cute. She had the horse ponytail and she had the horse thingy. So I liked it. And then we had Disasterina.
Oh my God, Miss Disasterina is a disaster, and I live for her. I loved how she came out with her cone titties.
Yes.
And she had the stab wounds from when she died.
Yep.
And she had that sock over her dick. Was that her actual dick?
Yes.
Oh.
That is literally the nakedest Disasterina was this whole show.
Girl.
Because her dick was actually out. So that was the most naked she has been that whole show. And we were so happy to see it.
Yeah, no, she looked good. I mean, it's Disasterina. I think anybody else, I'd be like, huh?
Nobody else can do Disasterina.
She's excellent at what she does. What I like is that it's messy, but it's like so intentional. Everything has...
it has its place.
It has a purpose.
It has a reason.
There's some people, you know, who they look messy, but they think they're not.
Like holding signs upside down.
Ooh. So next up, we have Miss Abora.
Speaking of signs upside down.
Abora, she looked good. I thought she looked really good.
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I know her makeup. I also liked how it was melted. Like
it was dripping. It was dripping like she was melting.
Yeah.
As she was on the runway. She even had drips under her bust. She had the leggings, and I love Abora's body. I love it.
I mean, Abora, yeah, I thought she looked really cool. She looked very punk, and her makeup and everything. It was just...
And I loved her little barrettes that she had. Or bows, whatever. But I think they were barrettes. But they were really, really cute. So cute.
Before we talk about James Majesty in particular, I feel like, again, like I mentioned with you, this is a Last Supper. This is your opportunity to come and show, bitch, this is why you shouldn't have killed me. And I feel for the top three, it's a way to say, bitch, this is why I'm in the top three. And I feel like all three of them in the top three underwhelmed me.
Okay.
Let's start with James. So James, honestly, I love her so much, and I know that she can produce some magical stuff with her makeup.
Amazing stuff.
She can produce some really good stuff. I felt like she looked like she woke up 10 minutes before filming, and she's like, and she just put on a jockstrap real quick, and, you know, ran, and it's like, oh shit, here I am. Her makeup looked good. I absolutely love
her makeup. Always looks good.
It always looks good. But it just, I don't know, it just felt a little lazy to me, dare I say.
I, however, liked it. It was definitely James 100%. The James that I saw at the Last Supper was definitely the James that I saw at the promo shoot. I feel like she wanted to end it how she started it.
Okay.
She had her vest on, and then she had her ding-a-ling hanging out with the jewel in front of it to draw your mind straight to the ding-a-ling. I loved it.
I don't know. It was underwhelming for me. I just feel like if it's the Last Supper, I don't know. I just wanted a little more. Do something a little grander. Now, I know that they still have their final three looks.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
I cannot wait.
Show out. But I feel, you know, for a Last Supper, you know, just put
Give one more punch.
But yeah, just go, bitch, this is why I deserve to win.
Okay.
So next up, let's go to Bitch. So Bitch put in, again, felt just a little underwhelming. I'm not saying that it's bad or James was bad. It just felt a little underwhelming. She looked also like James, how she just woke up, rolled out of bed, and went to film. But she looked more like a woman.
Oh, yeah. Bitch is always going to give you that illusion of a woman.
Yeah.
Always. I might have to check in between Bitch's legs. Because I'm not sure bitch is a man, to be honest.
Ooh.
No, just playing. She's just really, really fishy. But I liked her hair. I really did like her hair. I loved her boots.
Her boots are cute.
I have those boots, but they're ankle high. Well, not ankle, because this will be the ankle, but like
a little above the ankle.
Yeah. So I love that they were knee highs. I love that.
Yeah, no, she looked good.
She looked good. They all look good.
But I was still just underwhelmed.
Okay.
And then moving on to Victoria.
She had like a Beetlejuice short suit on, which wasn't bad. She had her signature Victoria ribcage chest.
Yeah.
And she had beautiful long black hair. I love long black hair.
I know you do.
I do.
Long black anything. But yeah, no, with her look, again, it just felt underwhelming. I just really wanted to see, you know, like a kablam. Like, here I am, motherfucker, and this is why I deserve to win. But it just looked...
And then even during their explanations of who should win, Victoria's explanation was pretty much, I'm growing into the entertainer that I think they want. Not that I am the entertainer that they want. Both James and Bitch were like, no, I'm winning. I want to win and I want this. I feel like all three of them want it. You know what I mean? But I feel like James and Bitch wanted a little bit more than Victoria.
I love all three of them. They all can produce really good stuff. And they're all three very different in terms of their aesthetics. But yeah, I agree with Bitch and with James. They're here. They're hungry for this.
I know I definitely said on the Last Supper that I'm okay with either Bitch or Victoria. That was before I had watched everything and analyzed everything. I just feel like collectively, Victoria is, like Disasterina said, the best visually.
Yeah, definitely.
She just doesn't have that it factor that James and Bitch have.
Yeah.
Like, even though James is a cunt, you still want to know her. You still want to know what makes her tick.
Oh, definitely. I got to meet her at
the Halloween ball.
The Halloween ball. She's a sweetheart, and she's really engaging and really fun to talk to.
Yes.
I didn't get to meet Bitch. I think she was busy doing some sort of
bitch stuff.
But I did get to meet Victoria, and you know, Victoria kind of was just like, hey.
Yeah, like Bitch and James, they are it.
Yeah.
They have it for me.
I definitely agree, and I'm still
Team Bitch.
I'm Team Bitch. I want Bitch to win. Give her the crown. I feel she embodies all elements of what Dragula looks for.
True.
And I feel she has the most like charisma, the most drive, and just seeing her, it looks like she's really thoroughly enjoying herself. And
yes.
I hope she gets the crown, but I guess we'll see next week. Next week is the finale.
I'm excited. I'm very, very excited because I actually messaged James today and she told me I wasn't ready.
So I'm really excited to see, you know, what they're going to bring. And, you know, last year's finale was good, but
it was good.
Yeah, so this season I'm really expecting it, you know, the bar to be
up the ante.
Yeah, girl.
Because I feel like the looks that have been presented by these three in particular so far on the show have been on another level. So I can't imagine what they're going to do for all three looks.
Yeah, for the finale. This is the last time we're going to see them before they get crowned.
I'm definitely excited to see what they all do for Filth. Because I feel like last year, Filth was kind of the weakest.
I disagree. I really liked last year's Filth.
Whose did you like last year?
I really liked Melissa's Filth.
Melissa's Filth was the filthy nun?
Yeah.
With a crucifix and a butt.
Yeah. But I don't know.
That was probably the best Filth of the three.
I just feel like in general, Filth is a bit tougher to tap into if you're not naturally already filthy. So what did you guys think about the episode? I mean, this episode was just drama filled and it was good. It was honestly my favorite episode of the season.
Yes.
And
definitely.
Yeah, so what did you guys think of the episode, and who do you guys think we want to win? I really want to hear what you guys think, all of your opinions on everything, the whole Dragula. And
even if it's one of the eliminated girls that you feel should have stayed to the final three, we want to know.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. And if you think I should have won because I'm, you know...
The breakout star of season 2 ain't even on the show. But she's a breakout star.
It's been fun doing these BOUviews, and I'm a little sad that they're coming to an end. But again, we'll be doing a Q&A.
Yes.
And so start sending us your questions. Anything you want. You can ask me. You can ask her.
You can ask us.
Whatever. Yeah, anything. You know, working with each other. Whatever you want to know. Ask us. Sound off in the comments. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.